I don't know if anyone is in here yet. It does show one. Sometimes it says that and there's not anyone in here. There is, and you can hear me, say hi in the chat. Just make sure you guys can hear me. Hi, is it Haneen? Did I say that right? Can you hear me? Yes? Hi, Ning. I helped with your son's speech. Tell me more. What happened? Love to hear it. He had a delayed speech and I got your audio coaching. Oh, okay. There's so many of you that get audio coaching, so it's hard for me to keep up, and a lot of people have came to me for help with their kids. Now he is doing so much better. Haneen, I love that. Can you send me an email with your success story? If you want to stay anonymous, it's perfectly fine. I can take out your name, anything like that. I would love to have that so people can see what is possible, especially when it comes to healing a loved one, right? You said that his speech was delayed and now he's doing a lot better. That's fantastic. See, most people come to me for SPs, and I love it when it's more than just SPs. I love that so much. I mean, sure, you want the love of your life, you want your SP, whatever, but things like this, to me, is much better. I don't know, that's my opinion. It was a while ago. How long ago was it that we did the coaching, and when did you see the improvement in your son? I'm curious. And for those that are joining me, if you would like to ask a question, all you got to do is be subscribed. That's it. 5 minutes after subscription, you can ask me a question. Our kids are the most important thing. Absolutely. I think you know, I have a 20-year-old son. He's actually in the other room. Okay, so honey, maybe 6 months ago, I saw results in 2 months. That's fantastic. How long was he dealing with a speech delay? If you don't mind sharing. Yeah. Yeah, my son, his speech was delayed as well. He was born where he kept having ear infections, and so he was having problems hearing. He had multiple surgeries to deal with that, and then as he got better, his speech was a little bit delayed until I want to say he was about 4. And so I taught him how to read first. I know, interesting, right? I taught him how to read first, and then he started talking. He's 3 now, so up until 2.9 years. Okay, so 2 years, 9 months, I'm assuming. Hi, Queen, I'm good. How are you? But yeah, I taught my son how to read first, and basically he was already ahead of kids once he went to school. Yeah, you can actually teach kids to read much sooner than you think. I started teaching him when he was like, I don't know, a year and a half, 18 months. Haneen, oh my God, I want to try teaching him reading because he recognized letters now. Yeah. So what I would recommend doing is you just get those little cards that have the images of things and then the word. And you show them the image of the thing and then the word. And I promise you, like, get like, what is it, like first grade or kindergarten and first grade, like the little cards that have the letter and then the association with it. So like A for apple, right? B for bird. And then they can understand, oh, this apple is an apple and it starts with A. And kids will start learning to read way before they can talk. It's crazy. Hi, Thorn. How are you? There's a reason why I put text on my screen, guys. There's a reason why when I do videos, I post them all with captions. Because my younger sister was born deaf. I know a little bit of sign. So I was taught sign when I was 5. Because when someone is deaf, she was deaf and she was ASD 3. So when someone is deaf and on the more severe side of the spectrum, they tend to latch on to one person. I was that one person. So they taught me sign to teach her, but then she had multiple surgeries and was able to hear, not much, but a small percentage in one of her ears. And so from there, she was able to learn to talk. Thorn, I'm good, thank you. Glad to be here with you. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Laura. Queen, you always say focus on yourself. How can we focus on ourselves and not SP? I don't know how to explain that. You focus on yourself. What makes you happy outside of a relationship? Laura, hello, I have a very bad story with my SP. We haven't been together for a year, and his family hates me because of them. We're separated. I don't know what to do. I can't imagine another story. I mean, the only thing I can tell you is that every version of reality exists. There's the reality you're living in right now, right? Where this is very bad story, the worst case scenario, all these things, right? There's also a version of reality where you never met this person. There's a version of reality where you are already married to this person. There's everything in between. You experience the reality of the person you are being. So right now, you're being the person that is experiencing this very bad story. So therefore, that's going to continue to play out. The way that you shift realities is to realize that this is just one version of reality. Forgive yourself for being in this reality, being that version, right? Forgiveness is key. And then you become the version of you. I like to call it the version 2.0, right? The version of you that is experiencing the reality that you want to experience. So how would you act, think, and feel if your person's family loved you, right? If you were already with your person, if you were married, if you were living together, whatever it is that you want, right? How would you be thinking, acting, and feeling right now? You wouldn't even be telling me this, right? See, I wouldn't know any different if you came in my chat and said, I am in the best relationship of my life. I'd be like, oh, wow, that's great. Let me hear about it. You see, I wouldn't be aware of that. You're telling the same story over and over because your past doesn't exist. The past year that you're talking about doesn't exist. You only have the now moment. The future isn't here yet. Okay? Everything from the past is just things that you keep playing over and over in your head. You can easily change that. Haneen, how is your sister doing? Because my son was diagnosed with very mild ASD, but I don't believe it. I'm ASD 1. Hi, I'm the mild ASD. Okay, why don't you want your son to be ASD? I'm curious. But regardless, my little sister passed away in 2021. Okay, Thorn, I have a question, or I guess I need clarity. Shoot, girl. Laura, I get you are really nice. Thank you. No problem. Soap in a suitcase. Love the name. Okay. How would you go about manifesting a monogamous relationship with someone who is polyamorous? Stop seeing them as polyamorous. Hold on, guys. There is like a hair in my mask and it's like going in my nose. So hold on. I don't want to be picking in my face on camera. Okay. Maybe that did it. It's like driving me nuts. Why are you saying this person is polyamorous? Stop seeing them as polyamorous. See them if you can't revise, like I'm not a revision person, but I can coach it. Me personally, I would see that this person decided to be monogamous because of me, because I'm so amazing. I'm their dream partner that no one else compares to me. So now they want to be monogamous with me because they want to lock me down and don't want anyone else to have me. See how I shifted that? That's how you got to shift it. All right. Thorn. Okay, Thorn. 5 years, no contact, no socials at all, no friends or acquaintances in common. We haven't seen or heard from about each other. I'd like for us to be in a relationship again, but I'm not sure where he is in life. If there's a kid or wife, a kid and a wife would be a no for me. I'd let him be. In my mind, it's like 5 years. A lot can happen. There's no way he is not single or whatever, but I think I know. Okay. All versions of reality exist, Thorn. All versions of reality exist. You're the one saying it's been 5 years. You're the one saying that because of this has to happen. Why? 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 I'm going to ask you again, why? I was single for 5 years. 5+ years, 6 years, close to 6 years. Okay? I didn't get married in that time. I didn't have any kids. Who says that because it's been 5 years that this person has to be married with kids? You're saying that. No one else is. I know plenty of men that are single for a lot longer and aren't married and don't have kids. How do you know that he hasn't been working on himself for 5 years? How do you know that right this moment he's trying to find a way to contact you because he can't stop thinking about you? You are the one that got away. You are the most amazing partner he has ever had, and now he's trying to find a way to get in contact with you. He's trying to look you up. He's trying to hunt you down. How do you know that's not what's going on? You answer me that. Okay. Haneen. Oh, may she rest in peace. I don't mind ASD. My sister and her daughter, I think the diagnosis was rushed. But all I care is for him to speak, and he is on the way of speaking. Perfect. Perfect. So, Haneen, I wasn't diagnosed until I was 32. So if you get a diagnosis early on, that's amazing. But boys are typically diagnosed way sooner than girls, especially if they're ASD1. Now, when we talk about ASD3, which is what my little sister was, she was diagnosed at, I think, 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old, because of her level, right? When you're my level, when you're ASD1, sometimes even ASD2, and you're a female, we don't often get diagnosed until we're in our 30s. Because all of the studies on autism were done on the male brain, and females act totally different. Hi, Eva. Soap in a suitcase. Did I answer your question? Okay, Thorn. But he's got my email. I think the reason he hasn't reached out is because I always seemed uninterested, but I never wanted to look like I care. I think he thinks I moved on so easily, so he had to also. Okay, then that's what it is. Whether you say you can or you say you can't, either way, you are right. You're the one saying it. So you're saying He's got my email, but he thinks this. Okay, then he thinks that. God, the universe, source, whatever you believe in, is just saying yes. Because this is your belief. This is what you're saying as fact. Because you're saying this to me as a matter of fact. You're saying this as if no other possibility can happen. This is what it is. It's like I have air to breathe. It's like the sun is rising in the morning. It's like the birds chirp at 5 a.m., right? You're saying this as fact. So therefore, the universe, God, source, spirit, right, whatever, is like, yes, okay. Then that's the reality you're going to experience. I think he is scared to reach out. Okay, then he's scared to reach out. Yes. God says, okay, yes. He's scared to reach out. You see how this works? Okay. All of my videos, all of my success stories, what do they say? It's a knowing. It's a knowing. It's not just an assumption, it's a knowing. Right? Because I've had so many people tell me, well, I've assumed that I'm a millionaire, but yet I'm not a millionaire now. Are you acting like it? Are you acting like the person that's a millionaire? Are you knowing it? Are you knowing it as fact? Are you just like doing all these affirmations so that's your assumption? Right? You don't have to assume that the sun is going to rise in the morning. You don't have to assume that you have oxygen to breathe. You know that you have oxygen to breathe. See, people get me confused and think that I'm a Neville Goddard teacher. I'm not. I respect Neville Goddard. I respect Joseph Murphy. But if you watch my videos on like my scripture interpretations, they're totally different. Why? Because I have a different outlook. Aaron, I was just wanting to hear from you after watching your last video, and now you are live. Manifestation is instant. Girl, all the time. All the time. When is God good? All the time. Okay. Haneen, I love how this works. Even if you feel bad, just keep assuming until it's a knowing and you forget about it and doesn't bother you anymore. Exactly. Exactly. See? Right there. And here's the thing, guys. All versions of reality exist. But sometimes we experience a certain reality because people are like, well, I didn't mean to manifest this. Of course you didn't. But sometimes you need to experience something to know what you want. You wouldn't know what light is without darkness. You wouldn't know what cold feels like without hot. Right? Sometimes we need that opposite, and this is a duality-based reality. So sometimes you need to experience the opposite to know what you want. If you didn't experience time apart from your person, would you know that you want them? Ask yourself that. Right? And this can go for your person too. Like if you're in no contact and you know your person's with the 3P, how do you know they didn't need that experience to see how amazing you are? Like that's part of the unfolding. They needed to see how much crap is out there and experience that crap to know how good you are. To know how good they had it. Right? It's the same that the grass is always greener on the other side. Haneen, please always keep making success stories so inspiring. As long as you guys submit them to me. Like I can't send them out until you guys submit them to me. Like you just told me with your son, right? See, that's why I asked for them. Like when you guys come in my free chat all the time, you come in my comments, I'm like, email this to me, send this over to me. If you're comfortable, send me a voice message, because so many people need to see how others can get this, and so they can too. Right? BH28, there's a yin yang to manifestation. If you manifest good, you manifest bad. Exactly. All things exist, good or bad. The only thing that is good or bad is your perception. And the eyes of the I am, of God, of universe, of source, everything just is. There is no good or bad. Thank you, Thorn. I need to add, because I use like this spray that's like a shine spray. I need to add that to my storefront on Amazon. I need to find it. And I've also been using like these heatless rollers at night so that it'll look like this and I don't have to do anything to it because I'm lazy. The Matrix was designed to be yin and yang. I mean, if you believe in the Matrix, sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Yes. If you think you have to go consult a voodoo priestess and you need to go see a shaman to cure your childhood healing, then yes. If you think this, yes. If you think that, yes. See, everything is you. Yep, whatever you say. Because I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? See, it's in everything, guys. It's in the Bible. It's in music. It's in shows. It's in books, right? Alice in Wonderland. Who are you? The caterpillar asked to Alice. Aaron, I wanted to see a few movies recently the other day without paying for tickets because I didn't know if I'd like them and started thinking that I saw it already and just how I wanted to happen instantly. Always, girl. I get free shit all the time. What are you talking about? All right. BH28, the spiritual matrix. I mean, yeah, whatever you believe in. I don't believe in a matrix because usually that is like a negative connotation, like, oh, I gotta fight the matrix, I need to get out of the matrix, right? Need to do backflips and all this shit to get out of the matrix. No, you don't have to do all that. If you want to believe in it, cool. If not, okay. Like, literally everything is your belief. Everything is what you know as fact. If you think that there's a matrix, there's a matrix. If you think there's not, there's not. If you believe in astrology, then yes. If you don't believe in astrology, then yes. If you believe in spells, then yes. If you don't believe in spells, then yes. See, it's all yes. Haneen, I'm curious about your human design. I have no idea because I don't actually know when I was born. So good luck with that. Okay, Thorn, if you were in my shoes, what would you do, alchemistic? For what? In your shoes for what? I forgot. Girl, you're over here asking someone with ADHD to remember what you typed. I have no idea. In your shoes for what? Yeah, I forget all the time. It's called squirrel brain. Girl, I got like 37 tabs open. Think of my mind as a supercomputer, and I got like 37 tabs open. Like 3 of them are playing music. We got la 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 Elmo's World, right? We got all this other shit going on, and then one of them's playing a documentary, and this one over here is playing a show, and then we've got a deep dive over here going down a rabbit hole. Like, you got to remind me what you said, what you're talking about. What would I do in your shoes? What exactly? Like, you don't even have to type it all. You could just say, hey, what would you do in this situation? And just shorten it. Stichpunkt. I forgot how to say that exactly, but it's the German word of basically get to the point. You might be, Haneen. My biological mother was ASD1. My half sister that I just told you about was ASD3. And my half-sister was smarter than me, okay? My IQ every time I've been tested is around 137 to 142-ish. I forgot the last time, but it was in the 140s. And hers was in the 160s. Thorn, 5 years no contact, but want him back with no strings attached, i.e. no kids, no commitment. Stop saying that. Why are you reiterating it? Are you being the person right now that is already in that relationship? Are you being the person right now that he's already contacted? Are you truly? Because if you were already in your end, would you even be saying there's been 5 years no contact? You wouldn't care. You would not care. If he contacted you tomorrow, right? Would you be in here telling me, I don't know what to do. I've been in no contact for 5 years. You wouldn't care. You would not care. 0 F's given. Hold on. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find the F to give. There's no F. Okay? And because I'm on the public side, I can't say the actual word. Okay? Because I'll get flagged. But this is why once my channel grows more, I'll start doing lives on the member side too. Yeah, I look for the F's to give, but there's none. You would not care. You would not care. Okay? You would not care right now if he had already contacted you. You would not care. No care in the world. You'd be on cloud 9. Okay? You'd be like, I can't believe this happened. How did this happen? Right? You would not care. Do you know how many times I'm focusing on me? I'm doing my thing. I'm doing me. And like people from my past that I haven't heard from in 10 years reach out to me. And they have no social media. All the things that you just told me. Focus on you. Because even if you were in a relationship with this person, you can't be attached to the hip. That's not healthy. Okay? I don't care what anybody says. It is not healthy. So if you were already in your end, let's say hypothetically, you guys are married, right? You've already been married for 2 years, right? He's on a business trip. You're on a business trip. I don't really care. Okay? What would you do when you're not together? You know you got that man secured. He is bagged up. Okay? You got that ring on your finger. What would you be doing right now? Would you be going to the salon, getting your hair did, getting your nails done? What would you be doing? Do that now. Instead of focusing, oh my God, is he married? Oh my God, does he have kids? Oh my God. No, you wouldn't be focused on that. You wouldn't care. You would not care. The more you focus on that, the more that's going to be your reality. I'm just being honest. That is going to appear if you keep focusing on it. Kind of like when you buy a new car, right? Let's say you buy a Honda Civic, and I'm just using that as an example. You will start seeing Honda Civics everywhere, the exact color that you buy, even if your color is rare. Why do you think that is? Awareness. Stop being aware of the things you don't want. Haneen, Alchemistic, would I go about manifesting prosperity for my partner? I already see them as prosperous. They are financially abundant. Abundance follows them everywhere. Abundance is magnetized to them. They've got the Midas touch. They've got the Midas touch. Everything that they touch turns to gold. They are just so prosperous. And because of that, they're so generous. You see their generosity every day. Thorn, I know I'm laughing, but this was the last question I had. I understood after watching so many videos, I got it. How many eye masks do you have? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Do you want me to count them? I don't even wear all of them because, like, I went through a phase of just buying so many of them, and I don't even think all of them are around me right now, but we're going to try. I think it's one of these that doesn't fit me correctly. I think it's this one. Like, sometimes the eye cutouts don't fit my eyes because I have big eyes, but there's this one. Hold on. I think this is the one that doesn't fit me. I don't know. There's like one of these that doesn't fit me correctly. It could be that one, or it could be this one. It's like one of these. Whichever one I haven't worn, because I know I've worn one of these purple ones. I have those. I have this one. I got like a pretty metal one with some gemstones on it. I don't know where it is right now. Wonderful Life of Someone with ADHD. I have a bunch of these like fabric ones. Like, you guys have seen me wear these, right? The ones that go on the bottom part. I have that. I have a couple of lace ones. I have a white one. I have a black one. Hold on. I got a bunch of these fabric ones. I'm not much of a silver person, but I'd wear it. It's a rainbow one. Hold on. There's a white one like that. There's a blue one like that. There's like the ones that I have on right now. You guys have seen me wear this one. I think there's a whole pack of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have those metal ones that I sometimes wear. Like this one. This is metal. And I have 2 of these. Yeah. I have a lot. And that's just the ones that are around me. I have a shopping hobby. We don't call it a shopping addiction. We don't call it a shopping problem. We call it a shopping hobby around here. We turn everything bad good. Okay. Okay. Thorn, your eyes are so beautiful. You know what you're doing. And the funny thing is I changed my eye color just for fun. They're gray, okay? Most people confuse them because they pick up colors around them, but my eyes are gray, okay? And all my life, sometimes people would tell me that they're blue. Sometimes people tell me that they're green because they were kind of like an aqua blue. I changed them to the gray just for fun because I was like, all right, let's play with this. Why not? Because I didn't care. The things you don't care about manifest the easiest. Yeah, I do have a whole store over here. Honey, Alchemistic found the Fountain of Youth. Go watch my video about reverse aging. I talk about it. I don't hide it. I don't gatekeep, guys. I tell you. I tell you. I also fast once a month, so that's also another thing that is anti-aging. I do it for spiritual purposes because when I fast, it can help me go into deep meditation. So I'll fast for like 2-3 days. But I am experienced. Don't just go into a 3-day fast, okay? Honey, so true. I got my eyes to be honey colored because I didn't care about it. See? It's the stuff you don't care about that just like... You ever noticed, like, the people you don't care about, let's say you're a woman, the men you don't care about are, like, on you, like, attracted to you nonstop. And for the guys, the ladies that you don't care about are fawning over you. Right? No matter your sexual orientation, the people that you are not really into are into you even more. Because you don't care about it. You don't put it on a pedestal. I don't believe in rating systems because I believe beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But let's say you view someone and you love their personality, you love their morals, you love everything about them, but you're not physically attracted to them, right? They might be, I don't know, a 5 or a 6 to you, and you're really attracted to this other person that you think is a 10 out of 10, right? But they're not interested in you. But the 5 or 6 is like blowing you up. Start thinking of the 10 as the 5 or 6. It's only you that's putting the value on them. It's you that is putting them on the pedestal. Everything is down to belief. Everything is down to what you believe as fact. Let me be clear on that. Everything that you believe is fact. Like Super Milk Box. Again, you guys with your names, I love these names. You know for a fact that the sun rises every morning, right? You know for a fact that you have oxygen to breathe. You know for a fact that, let's say, and you guys are probably going to see this now in your awareness because I'm saying it, a cardinal, right? A bird flies. It's a bird that flies. Right? These are all facts. But how do you know? Because you were told? Okay. You can easily believe anything that you want. Everything in your awareness, everything in your reality is you believe is fact. You can easily change it, right? You ever seen a couple where you're always wondering because one isn't conventionally attractive and the other one is like super conventionally attractive and you're like, how? Because they made that their awareness. They made that their reality. And how do you know that super conventionally attractive person doesn't view their other person, like their person, their partner, as super attractive? How do you know? Just because you don't? This is why I believe in beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because I'm going to tell you right now, okay? I'm pushing 40. I will be 39 this year. Okay? And I have men that are closer to my son's age. My son is 20. That hit on me and think I'm their age. I have been obese. I showed you my photos on my channel. I don't hide anything. Okay? I was obese. After losing weight, I don't have much loose skin, but I have like this one area that I'm fixing. Okay? And it's right above my belly button. It kind of made my belly button look like a downward frown, in my opinion, right? And I'm fixing that. And I have insecurity about that. But even with that, because I know that I am the best thing that there is, that all these things, and it's not conceited. It is just knowing your value, knowing who you are. When I stepped on the beach in my bikini, I'm telling you, that did not matter. Yeah, I have this, it's so odd, and I know it's because I was obese and I lost a bunch of weight. I lost 65 pounds and I'm 5'1". Now, I intentionally gained 20 pounds from September until just recently, and now I'm losing it again, but not losing the muscle. I gained most of that to build my muscle back because I lost a lot of my muscle mass when I lost weight. So most of that was intentional, but also I wanted to prove to you guys how weight loss works with manifestation. So over on my member side of my channel, I am documenting that. And I will have another video out in that series next week. Actually, this week. Next weekend. Because I talked about my weight loss before and people were like, oh, you didn't manifest that. You did this, you did that. See, here's the thing. When you shift to the identity that has the body that you want to have, you automatically start doing things and not realizing it. The first 3 months, I lost 30 pounds without trying. I wasn't even working out much because I physically couldn't. Okay? It happened because I lost my appetite. I started only liking different foods, and I was eating less without even realizing it. Like I was getting full faster. And that's because I declared what I put on the wall was what I am now. I literally printed up photos, and I showed them to you guys when I did my 2024 intentions came true or something like that. It's in that video. But hold on, I'll show you because I got them over here. I got them in my little thing over here. Because what I sit near, guys, is I have an L-shaped desk, and I've got like shelves and shit, so shit's everywhere. Like shit's always in my desk and everything else. All right. Let me find it. I know it's got to be in one of these. Maybe it's not. Hold on, because I know it's got to be over here somewhere. Misorganization. Okay. No. Hold on. I think I found it. It's on my printer. Okay. So, I printed up photos of a fitness influencer, took her face out, right, of what I wanted my body to look like. If you go look at my video where I talked about my weight loss, go look at my after photos and tell me, other than the belly button area, you tell me, okay? I have these on my wall. And I would say stuff like, oh, wow, look at me going out with my friends. Look at me going to the gym. Look how hot I am. Right? Look at me on the beach. Look how sexy I was on the beach. I always said was, okay? As if I'm that now. Honey, but manifesting weight loss through working out is valid because working out and liking it is not easy. It's huge you manifested liking and craving that. But see, that's the thing is the first 3 months I didn't work out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I work out now because I like it and I enjoy it, but I didn't work out then. And I can't stand cardio, guys. Like, you will not get me on a treadmill. You will not get me, like, if I'm at the gym, the cardio machine that I like is the stairs. And I know that's odd. Everybody's like, what? But that's what I like. So if I do cardio at the gym, that's what I do. I used to be a Zumba instructor, so I do dance. That's my cardio. I'll dance a few times a week. And I do step. So I have like one of those fitness steps, and I'll dance going up and down on the step. Aaron, literally I lost weight by reminding myself I did without working out. There's no way thing can happen. I don't know the last part of what you said, but I understand the first part. But yeah. Like most of the time when people gain weight, it's because they are basically saying that, oh, if I eat this food and I don't do this, I'm going to gain weight. And then guess what? You do. That was me too. I get it. But yeah, I don't hide shit from you guys. Not one thing. It's like I had breast surgery 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago. I don't hide it. I've never had Botox or filler, I'd tell you. And here's the thing, guys. There is nothing wrong with getting surgery, okay? Sometimes when someone is trying to manifest a physical change, like let's say hypothetically, they had an accident on their nose doesn't look the same, they want to fix it, right? They want to get a nose job, and they're trying to manifest their nose looking like it did before. Sometimes that can happen. Other times, who knows? There might be a contest where they win a free nose job from a surgeon. They might end up with the money to have for their surgery, and they already know what surgeon they want. It doesn't matter how you get there. Okay? It's kind of like I've seen people, and I'm not going to name names, right? Because I actually respect this coach, but there is a coach that people have said bad things of because she gets lip filler. It's like, okay, and? So what? If that makes her happy, cool. Like, so what? Just because you don't like it, that's okay. Maybe she does. They're like, oh, well, she could manifest bigger lips, da da da. She did. It doesn't matter how you get there. Does not matter. But anyway. Is there any other questions that you guys have? And there's a lot of people in here that aren't talking. Say hi. Don't be shy. Okay, how do you stop feeling guilty for having a negative thought? Why would you feel guilty for having a negative thought? Your thoughts just are. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are typically just ego, your old self. Okay? That's it. I don't know how to say the first part. So, hi, Peter. And I don't want to butcher it. But why do you feel guilty for having thoughts? Let's start there. And some people get annoyed with me, but I will sit here and ask you why like a 5-year-old. Mel, I'm actually on a walk while listening to you and the chat. Perfect. See, Mel's getting her steps in. Okay, like because of the fear that I will manifest. Your thoughts don't manifest. Let's start there. Your thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts do not manifest. I'm not one of those people that tells you you have to have the perfect mental diet. Do you know how many thoughts I have a day and how many thoughts you probably have a day? Trying to control that would drive you insane. At least it would drive me insane. I don't know. My mind goes a mile a minute. Okay? Your thoughts do not manifest. Your knowing and who you are being does. Your identity. Hi, Sindabad. Okay. Ning, I'm manifesting 20K for my birthday trip for next month out of thin air. I've been visualizing how I spending the money and visualizing seeing the amount on my bank account, but the 3D has not catched up yet. You must be really new to me. Okay, there's no such thing as the 3D catching up. There's no such thing as time. Time doesn't exist. You only have the now moment. So in this now moment, you're saying the 3D needs to catch up. So what is God in the universe saying? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, 3D needs to catch up. Yes. You only have the now moment. 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 And the now moment is you're listening to me. The past doesn't exist. It's only memories that you keep playing in your head. And the future isn't here yet. You only have now. So you saying the 3D needs to catch up is focusing on the future. That's essentially driving your car and looking 3 miles ahead of you and wondering why you're crashing into trees. And with the visualizations, I'm not a techniques person, so can I teach techniques? Yes. However, I just like being and knowing. Techniques just get you into the identity of being and the end result. I like to bypass all that. You can declare something once and it will show up. It's all your awareness. It's all who you are being. How are you aware that you need 20K? And how are you aware that you don't already have it? Ask yourself that. Zindabad, how to ignore 3D? I stay in waiting. Waiting for what? You only have now. I just answered this. You only have now. Waiting for what? You have beautiful doll-like eyes. Perfect. Thank you. But yeah, waiting for what? What are you waiting for? Hard to ignore 3D for waiting. Waiting for what? Okay, so user K1H. I'm just going to call you K1H. K1H. When my SP does conform, how am I supposed to forgive him for all the time he wasted? I'm sad and angry all the time because of him. Were you not just listening to the last 5 minutes of me talking? Curious. Curious, curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Were you not just listening to me rant for the past 5 minutes about time? Okay. Zindabad. Means SP will win. Come, actually, he blocked me and don't respect. I don't understand what that means. Okay. So, K1H. Did you listen to me for the past 5 minutes talk about time? And I'm about to probably irritate some people, but I don't care because this is my channel. If you don't like it, you can leave. I'm not the coach for you. There is a plethora of other coaches that will be for you. Okay? The whole conform thing, I don't resonate with. You are not making someone else conform. You are not creating. You are not doing any of that. Okay? Manifestation, and I don't even like the word manifestation, but I have no other way for you guys to find me, so I have to use it. Okay? It's not manifestation. It's selection. Stop, select, self. Go watch my video on that. Okay? Stop. Realize whatever you're experiencing right now is just one selection of reality. All selections of reality exist. There are infinite numbers of realities for you to select. And how you select that reality, that experience that you want to experience, is by being the self that is already experiencing it. So right now, and you only have the now moment, this is what I was just talking about earlier. You only have the now moment. Time does not exist. Time is a human construct. Okay? The past does not exist. So you're saying time wasted? That never happened. You're saying it happened. So God, the universe, source, whatever you believe in, is saying yes. Okay, time wasted, yes. So you're experiencing that. But time doesn't exist. There is no past. There is no future. There is only the now moment at all times. Right now, you are 5 years old. Right now, you are the age you are. Right now, you are 80. Right now, you are the version of you that is a billionaire. Right now, you are the version of you that is poor and on the streets. Right now, you are the version of you that is experiencing what you're experiencing with your SP. Right now, that never happened. Right now, there's a version of you that, again, that never happened. You're married, all these things that you want, that's happening now. Right now, there's a version where you never met this person. All right now. Now. All versions of you exist. All versions of your person exist. All versions of reality exist. You are selecting based off of who you are being. Right now, you're being the person that is angry. You're being the person that feels their time was wasted. You're being the person that this. You're being the person that. So the universe says yes. It just says yes to you. Right? That's it. Okay. Kay, I like your way of explaining. Would you say that the bad feelings in the body, like when your heart drops, is also the 3D and doesn't define my knowing of who I am? Exactly. Yes. If you watch my video on how I fixed a relationship with my son, I was literally spiraling every day. I was crying in my bed every day, and my manifestation still happened. The end result still happened. Because it was my knowing, not my feelings, not my thoughts, none of that. Ning, I don't check my bank account all the time, but I know I have the money I wouldn't be checking. I checked probably once a week so that I can book my tickets, and then I don't see the 20K. Who told you don't see the 20K? Okay, Zindabad. I am saying he blocked me. I want he start respects me and want unblock. How do I stay from waiting? There's an unlimited reality, so how to be in the state we are wife of SP and we are successful. Be that person now. Would you be checking if you're blocked or not if you were already married? Would you even be telling me this if you were already married? Right? Who are you being right now? Who are you? Who do you say you are? Tiba, can you talk about manifesting multiple desires? Sure. What do you want to know? I have multiple things I want. My mind is all over the place. I can't decide which one to start with. Why can't you have them all? I'm confused. Only you are saying that you need to focus on one thing at a time. Zindabad, from today, you're my favorite coach. I appreciate that. Haneen, what do you suggest we do if we get thoughts of things taking time? Realize that time doesn't exist? If you need a reminder, I mean, you could just remind yourself. Like when those thoughts come in, like, oh, that's cute. Okay. Time doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Literally, that's it. Don't try to control the thoughts. Stop trying to control the thoughts. The thoughts just are. Right? The thoughts just are. If you watch, I think I posted the video already. If not, then I'm probably going to be editing it and posting it soon. Uno momento. Let me check if I already posted it. I haven't yet. So, ooh, you get to get some insights of a video I'm going to be posting. It's going to give you a perspective of thinking of your reality as you're sitting in a theater. Okay? You are sitting in a theater that is the now moment. It is playing one reel, right? One reel that is the one selection that you're currently experiencing. But on the wall are multiple reels for you to choose from, right? That's the multiple realities. So all you're going to do is select a different reel. You're taking the other reel out of the projector, and then you're putting the reel that you want to experience in. That's it. And as far as taking time, you're just telling yourself that. If the reel is still playing one that you don't want to experience, it's just another TV over here that is playing something that is just background noise. Okay? It doesn't mean anything. If you watch my other video, this was a video that I posted. Meditation, but make it neurospicy. I know it's labeled for neurodivergent people, however it applies here. Okay? Is think of yourself as there's a smart TV, right? It's got all these beautiful apps for you to select, right? To watch something. And it gives you suggestions based off of what you've previously watched. Your past experiences, right? The past thoughts that you keep playing over and over. And it's playing trailers, right? To stuff you may not even care about. Let's say it's snakes on the plane. Are you worried about booking a flight that there's going to be snakes on the plane? No, you know it's just a movie. That's how you view your thoughts. They just are. They don't matter. They only matter if you give them meaning. That's the only time that they matter. It's kind of like when people talk about angel numbers, right? Let's say 444. And it's so funny because the recent video that I just posted, it said that it was my 444th video that I've posted. Some of my videos are not on my channel anymore. I took them down because I no longer resonate with them. That was when I was doing tarot. But this particular video was my 444th video that I posted. And you can look at that either way. I looked at it as like, oh my God, this is a great milestone. This means great, right? Some people could look at that and think, oh, it means this. Oh, it means that. You give things meaning, including your thoughts. Pray. You are the best teacher, manifestation coach on YouTube. Thanks for everything. I'm your subscriber, but I don't like keeping my comments. I like to be private sometimes. And that's fine, but if you want to be private, book a private session with me. It's not to be rude, but when you're posting questions and I'm answering them for free, just like I'm doing here on the live, it's so that that question can help other people. But if you want to be private, book a session with me. There's a lot of people that book sessions with me that never comment on my videos. Because it's kind of rude for me to take my time out and then you just delete the comment. You see how that's not a good exchange for me? Right? It's like, okay, you spent your time to type this out, but I'm going to take it down. So then I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's a boundary. Okay? So if you want free advice, great. I will answer you as long as you keep it up. Kind of like I do it on here. I do it on here so people can watch my replays and maybe they're experiencing what you are. And they have the same question you do. And then they're like, oh yeah, okay. How many people in this chat have had their question answered by me talking to someone else? Raise a hand. Okay? K1H, what is our manifestation? What if our manifestation doesn't come in this lifetime? Who is telling you it doesn't come in this lifetime? You're telling yourself that. No one else said that. I didn't say that. Why are you saying that? Tiba, I wrote them in a list, and whenever I think about them, I say I have everything in my list, but sometimes I think it's not enough. If you think it's not enough, then it's not enough. Whether you say you can or say you can't, either way you are right. Either way, in the eyes of God, universe, source, literally you are all it is. So if you say it's not enough, then it's not enough. Yes, you're right. Really, it's this easy, guys. Okay. Zindabad, kindly do you make video on quantum jumping and how to stay in the state for a whole day? I mean, all my videos are basically quantum jumping. Quantum jumping is selecting a different reality. That's all it's doing. I don't overcomplicate things. You're used to the coach that overcomplicates. That's not me. If you want the overcomplication, I'm not for you. I'm very simplistic. Okay? Pray. It's not a problem, but if you want personal, private attention, that's where booking coaching with me is for. Okay? A lot of my clients, the reason why I don't disclose their name is because that's what they want when I talk about my success stories. And I've had success stories that they don't even want to share, and that's okay too. Okay? Zindabad, I am a fan of quantum jumping, and that's why you're my favorite. Yeah, everything is quantum jumping, quantum leaping, reality surfing, reality selection, reality this, reality that. It's all the same. It's just different terms. Manifestation is just reality shifting. That's all it is. I call it selection, right? Manifestation is actually self-vesting. You're becoming the self that experiences that reality. That's how you quantum leap, quantum jump, shift reality, right? It's all the same. Just like God, universe, source, spirit, right? Higher self is all the same thing, just a different label. You are all of those things. K1H, I understand that once we affirm the bridge of incidents is instant, but why don't instant manifestations happen instantly if manifestation is instant? Because you're not allowing it. Think about this, okay? Logically, because it also has to make logical sense to your ego, right? Let's give Neville as an example. Woo, okay? He went to Abdullah because he wanted to go to Barbados. What did Abdullah say? You are in Barbados. And he slammed the door. Right? Because yes, it's instant. But reality shifts and conforms. Okay? I don't even like conforms, but it's how you guys are going to understand me. Based on your ability to comprehend it. If in that instance, Neville had shifted from New York to Barbados, he would have been freaking out, right? Do I think that's possible? Sure, why not? Anything's possible. But to our logical human brain, our monkey brain, that's not possible. So that's where the bridge of incidents has to happen, so that way it calms your nervous system, so that way it calms down the ego, like, okay, ego, it's okay, right? Poor little ego, so that you feel safe. That's why. Mel, right here you answered 2 questions I would have asked, but someone else did. There were also other questions I would have never thought of, but after listening to your response is very insightful. See, Mel is telling you right now. Mel has been with me for a long time. Okay? Mel is one of my OGs. Mel is literally telling exactly what I just said. That if you ask the question publicly, if you're okay with that, and I answer it, it helps other people. If you want personal, private attention, that's where you can book private coaching with me. But I answer comments, and most coaches don't. Tell me other coaches that you go in their comments and they answer like I do. I do it so that way not only your question is answered, everyone else's is that sees that comment in that video. Pray. Do we have to ignore our thoughts to manifest? I mean, it's up to you. You decide what your thoughts are. Tiba, shifting like when visualizing. I mean, if you're a visual person, I don't visualize. But if you're a visual person, cool. Do that. See, I don't do techniques, guys. I can coach them, but I don't do them. Because I know it's a knowing to me. So, like, if you watch my lazy girl method, I knew the weather was going to be perfect for me to go on the beach, and therefore it was. Regardless of my thoughts, regardless of what my friend told me, regardless of what the weather forecast was, I knew it would be. And the weather stopped as soon as I got down there. Like, it stopped raining, I should say. Pray. Do we have to believe to manifest, and how to make it believe? I mean, you don't have to believe anything. Think of a time in your life when something happened and you never thought that that would happen. Did you believe it? No, but it still happened, didn't it? K1H. How do the bridge of incidents have to be hard / take a long time? Because you're saying it does? No one's saying that but you. Who says that? You didn't hear that from me. I know you didn't. There's never been a time on my channel where I said, the bridge of incidents has to take 6 months. No. Your ego is telling you that. Or the evil wolf. Go watch my video on the 2 wolves. Your evil wolf is angry right now. It's starving. It's like, feed me. Zindabad. Ma'am, how to be in the version that, yes, SP is thinking about me right now and calling me and respects, of course. What do you mean? See, you're asking me these things, and it's like, to me, the answer is obvious. Are you being the person right now that your person is thinking of you and calling you and respecting you? Are you? Are you truly being that person? Are you truly being that self right now? Are you being the identity that has instead of the identity that has not? Are you serious? How to be that person? Zendabad. I don't know how to answer that for you. I'm not you, right? I'm not you. So how can I tell you how you should be? Only you know what you like in relationships. Only you know what you want to experience. Only you know what you want to feel. Experience that and feel that now. But you'll hear in all of my SP, and I freaking hate the term SP. Okay, I hate it. I hate specific person. I hate X. All of that. I have a video where it's like the number one mistake you can make with SPs is calling them your SP. If you were, excuse me, if you were in your end result, would you be referring to this person as SP? Would you be referring to this person as an X? No. No. You would be saying, my partner, my girlfriend or boyfriend, my husband or wife, my fiance, my lover, I don't care what you call them. Whatever they are to you. When you're trying to manifest, let's say hypothetically, you haven't heard from a friend in a long time. Right? This is a friend that you haven't heard from in 10 years. Would you come to me saying, I want to manifest SP? Or I want to manifest communication with SP? No, you would be saying, I want to manifest communication with a friend. Cool. Why aren't you saying that in this situation? If you wanted to fix the relationship with your father, okay, you would not say, I want to manifest SP. I want to fix relationship with SP. You would say, I want to fix the relationship with my father. So why are you not referring to this person as what they are to you? I can't stand SP. I say it because that's how you guys find me. Okay, that's how you find me. But I hate SP. I hate specific person. Tiba, I found your channel and spent the last few hours in your channel watching your videos. I love your energy and you look ethereal, beautiful, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. Here's the other thing I'll tell you, Sindbad, is how are you treating yourself? How you view yourself is how everyone else outside of you will view you. Right now, you're looking at the mirror, the 3D, right? Whether that's your person or anything else, you're looking at the mirror and you're wanting to put red lipstick on your face, on your lips, right? But you're putting the red lipstick on the mirror instead, and you're wondering why the mirror is getting dirty. Put the lipstick on yourself. Are you respecting yourself right now? Are you choosing yourself? Are you prioritizing yourself? Are you loving yourself? My guess is no, because you're here talking about SP. My recent SP success story, go listen to that. She thought I was absolutely nuts when I told her to do this. She thought I was nuts. She's like, what do you mean focus on myself? What do you mean prioritize myself? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, girl, just do it. And what happened? Within days of her actually doing what I told her to do, her person reached out to her after he told her to move on. He straight told her, move on. And now this man is doing things he's never done for her. I can't go into detail because she didn't go into detail, so I won't do that. But he's doing things he's never done. Okay? I will say that. K1H. How come everyone is able to manifest? If I'm God, how come everyone can manifest? Doesn't that mean that there is no God controlling reality because everyone is controlling reality? I love this question. So let me answer this question first, and then I'll check out what else is being posted in the chat. But you are the God of your reality. Stay with me, okay? There are 8 billion people in this world. Fact, right? Okay, great. There are 8 billion worlds going on simultaneously. So I am the God of my reality, you are the God of your reality, and everyone else is the God of their own reality, their own perception, their own experience. Okay, stay with me. And each person has a selection of infinite numbers of reality to select from. There are infinite versions of you, there are infinite versions of me, there are infinite versions of everyone. Okay? So if in your reality, everyone outside of you is manifesting but you, that's just what you're aware of. Flip that around. Because they can manifest, I can. Because they're getting their person, I am. Because they're infinitely abundant, so am I. This is just a reflection of me. Everything outside of you is just a reflection of you. Of who you are being, who you identify as. Zindabad, I will watch all of your videos. Perfect. And Zindabad, you're on SP. I have a whole playlist for SPs. A whole playlist. Zoe, I was waking up feeling like things are over for a while, and now I am having dreams of my man. Success soon, no doubt. Success is now. What do you mean soon? It's now. Pray. What about self-concept? Do we have to say I or you? For example, I manifest instantly or you manifest instantly. I want to make sure how self-concept is. Self-concept isn't the affirmation. Ooh, I'm about to say something that other people don't. Self-concept is who you identify as. For who do you say I am? Jesus asked his disciples. Who are you saying you are right now? It's not the affirmation. It's how you're identifying. You could say you could say I, and it doesn't matter. It's the meaning that you give it. Tiba, I stopped manifesting my boyfriend because I realized that my self-concept literally is so bad. I am trying to put more focus on myself because I manifested him twice before and couldn't keep him. Who told you that? Who told you couldn't keep him? Who said that? You chose yourself. That's great. But who's telling you that you couldn't keep him? Because keeping him means that he's on the pedestal. He's the diamond, and you are not. He's the value, and you are not. Flip it. Mel, when we work on our self-concept, you mentioned 90% self, 10% our person. Whenever our person pops into our mind, just assume or know, they love me so much, then go back and focus on self. Exactly. Exactly. Like when your person pops in your mind, like, oh yeah, that's mine. That man or woman is obsessed with me. They can't stop thinking about me. I'm the most amazing thing that has ever happened in their life. And then go back to self. Tiba, it was a hot and cold behavior situation. If they were being hot and cold, that means you were as well. Be reflective on self. The mirror can only be what you are. Right now, you're telling me I was frowning and I don't understand why the reflection in the mirror is frowning. I want it to smile. I don't understand why it's frowning. I want it to smile, but you're not smiling. Were you being the person that doesn't have hot and cold behavior, or are you being the person and feeding the evil wolf saying that all I get is a hot and cold situation, whatever it is? I don't know why the curl like went completely out of the side of my hair. Whatever. Cause you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down. That's talking about you, if that's what you're experiencing. You're yes, then you're no. So how many times when this hot and cold behavior was going on, were you internally being yes and no? Oh, I probably sound like crap right now. I'm not warmed up at all. Do you ever manifest from the thin air? And if yes, how? By being? Yeah, all the time. I should post this, but I'll talk about it. So last week, I just knew I was going to get a check in the mail. I don't even know how. I just knew I was going to get a check in the mail. Okay? I had signed up for this like 3-day coaching with a business coach. I learn all the time, guys. I get coaching myself, okay? And basically, I knew that this was going to be paid for. And even though I already paid for it, it was already paid for by someone else. Make sense? Stay with me, okay? And then all of a sudden, I got a check in the mail for like $300, and that's what it was. The amount was also significant to me because it was $313. 313. 313 is significant to me because that was my best friend's birthday, and she passed away when we were 19. So I always take it as a good omen. Now, the coaching thing that I did was for 3 days, and it was $300, and I didn't know how it was going to be paid for. I just knew it was. And I said, I'm going to get a check in the mail. I don't know from what, but I'm going to get a check in the mail. You know what the check was for? Some type of settlement that I didn't even know I was a part of with my insurance. You don't know how things will happen. They just do. Pray, pray. Wow, I felt you were powerful when my feeling was right. I'm so grateful I found your channel. I'm glad you're here. Zoe, same thing happened to me. Share, girl. Share. Sharing is caring. We love sharing here. Share your success. Always. Whether it was from me or before me, I don't care. Share it. But here's the other thing that happened with this coaching thing. Okay, when I signed up for it, it was supposed to be at the end of last month. And I didn't sign up for their VIP, right? But I said, it doesn't matter because I'm going to get the VIP treatment. I'm going to get the VIP out of it, right? They then emailed me towards the time it was supposed to be and said that it was delayed because of something personal that happened with them. And it would be last week, right? And I was like, okay, cool. And they asked if I still wanted to be a part of it or if I wanted a refund. I was like, no, I'm good. I'll be a part of it. So I went, and this particular coach, her like coaching programs are normally booked out. Like normally the Zoom calls are like filled with hundreds of people. I was one of 6. Because of the personal thing that happened and they had to reschedule, there wasn't that many people in it. So I got the VIP experience without paying for it. Did I know that was going to happen? No. And when it happened, I didn't care. I was like, okay, cool. Whatever. See my point. Tiba, how did you find out about manifestation? So, it's hard to pinpoint when it started because I've been more aware my entire life. Okay? I've been pretty much spiritual my entire life. And I have a video over on my members side about my death experience, but I died when I was 13. And that was like really the pivotal moment for me, was experiencing the death experience, okay? And basically everything that I had read in the Bible, because I was raised Southern Baptist, okay? I had read the Bible completely multiple times by the time I was 12, 13. And then I had that experience. And I interpreted the Bible very differently than everybody else, kind of like the way that I preached it on my channel. And in Southern Baptism, it's a big no-no for a female to question the pastor. I was questioning the pastor, okay? So my mom stopped taking me to church. I started reading on other religions and saw how they're all the same. At the core, they're all the same. They all explain manifestation. I don't care what your belief system is, okay? And when I had that death experience, it basically really put everything in perspective for me. So I would say around, I guess 13, if you want to go into that. But yeah, that's how I found out about it. I actually died. Zindabad. How to enter in someone's dream, and if this is this possible? Yeah, because everyone is you, including me. So whatever happens is whatever you say. They dream about you all the time. They can't stop dreaming about you. They dream about you every night because you're the most amazing person that's ever been in their life. It's not easy. Harsh. It's been more than a month still in no contact situation, doing visualization, and still mine says, where is my SP? Why not here yet in 3D? And I get stuck. What to do? I am unblocked now. Have you not been here long? Because I've been addressing this the entire time. Multiple people have already asked this. So have you been here or no? Zoe, so then what are your thoughts on tarot, pendulums, psychics, etc.? Personally, those tools help me know that I am on the right path since they mirror me. You manifest them. Go look at my channel. I have videos on tarot. I used to be a tarot reader. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's all you. So if a video comes up of a tarot reading and you resonate with it, that's because you brought it in your awareness. That's because it's you pushed out. When I was doing readings, it was my assumption that every time I did a reading, it would resonate with my clients, and it always did. I think I may have had one situation where it didn't resonate with them, but then they came back 2 months later and said that it did. Because that was my assumption, that was my knowing. Pray. How did you feel like when you died? Was it dark or how? I have a whole video on my death experience over on my member side of the channel. I can't really go into that here because I'm monetized and I can't talk about it publicly. Harsh, I just came and subscribed. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to go over all of that again. I did go over it earlier in the live. So if you go back and rewatch, I think it was, how long ago was it, guys, that I talked about what Harsh asked? Because it was not long ago. And I went into it for like 10-20 minutes. Okay, K1H, what are your thoughts on death? Why do you think people have different kinds of NDE? See, I don't consider it an NDE. To me, a near-death experience, I've had multiple of those, is when you're in, say, a like scary situation, like where you almost die and your life flashes before your eyes. No, I physically died. And your experience will be based on what you believe in. Zindabad, can you do someday for us a tarot reading? I have old tarot readings all over my channel. I don't do tarot anymore because it doesn't matter. All right, Tiba. Yes, me too. My entire life, I know it's not fair not to be in control and to take what just life or God handed to me. I knew there was something I can do because you are God. God's name is I am. God's name is not Jehovah. God's name is not Jesus. It's I am. Zing. So regarding tarot reading, the reader is reading your current assumptions. That's why nothing is set in stone. Exactly. So when you see a tarot reading, you manifested it. You shifted to a reality where that is now in your awareness. Okay. And that's why you resonate with it. No matter what the tarot reading says, that's what you are being currently. And you can select a different state of being. Pray. How to remove few people from my reality. Nothing bad to happen to them. Just don't want them in my reality. Stop being aware of them. So think of it like a video game. Okay? Everyone outside of you is just an NPC. Think of it that way. Okay? And when you're playing a video game, only the scene that you are in is rendered. Okay? I know I'm going techie right now and I'm a geek. Okay? The scene that you are in is rendered. So let's say hypothetically you're in the city. Only the city is rendered. Only the building that you're looking at is rendered. And only the NPCs that you're around are rendered. Right? But if you go to the forest, now the city doesn't exist anymore because it's not rendered anymore. Now the forest is rendered and all of the animals in the forest and the people that might be there, etc., etc., etc. Now your awareness is on that. And therefore the city doesn't exist anymore because it's not rendered. Is that making more sense? K1H, all the tarot readings that I got didn't resonate with me. Cool, great. If they didn't resonate, they didn't resonate. Let it go. Why are you worried about it? Cool, perfect. See, everything is yes. The universe just says yes. Yes, 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 yes. Pray. Oh, thanks so much for all the answers. Very helpful. You're welcome. It's not hard, guys. This stuff is so easy. It's easy. I know many people make it hard with rules and regulations and all this stuff. No. If you watch my recent video that I just posted today on John 5, I go through John 5 through 17. Okay? The rules and the laws don't matter. It's whatever you say it is. Who you are being, your knowing is what dictates everything. It's what dictates what you experience. Yes, lots of people make so hard that there's lots of rules. Yeah, and see, I'm not the one that sits here and says that you need to affirm all day. You need to be persistent. Did you need to be persistent to experience what you're experiencing right now? Did you need to do sat scenes every day to experience what you're experiencing right now? Do you need to do affirmations all day to have oxygen to breathe? I have oxygen to breathe. I have oxygen to breathe. Oh my God, I have oxygen to breathe. You don't have to do that. Do you see the oxygen? No, but you know it's there. Kind of like when people ask me, well, I don't see it in my reality. You also don't see oxygen and you know it's there. I don't do affirmations all day. I don't. I hardly do affirmations to begin with. I just know things. I drink, I know things, and they happen. That's it. I personally don't do affirmations all day. I personally hardly ever do affirmations. I personally barely script. I might script a couple of times a year. And when I script or list, I like to do lists as well. I'll write it out and I put it away. As if you're ordering something custom online. You put the order in and then you put it away. Right? Do you sit there and just script non-stop to get the thing that you just ordered? Are you submitting multiple orders? Why would you do that? What about subliminals? It's up to you. If you like subliminals, do them. If you don't, you don't. Subliminals only work because you believe they do. I have affirmations on my channel, but they are what? Self-concept based. Wonder why. I personally listen to my Aphrodite affirmations every now and then. Probably every other week, really. And it's just when I think about it or when I want to. It's not a chore. I have the Aphrodite affirmations for ladies. I also have Cleopatra affirmations for ladies. I have Adonis affirmations for the guys. And I have the gender neutral ones. You'll just see the self-concept affirmations. I have the longer versions over on my members channel. And I think I still need to post longer versions of some of them, so I'm going to be getting on that. But and I'm also going to be doing some more meditations. Tiba, your way is just knowing it's done. Walk away fearless every day. Exactly. Exactly. Is it Tiba or Tibi? Tiba. I've been saying it all different ways. I know I have. But think of it this way. You guys asked me about negative thoughts. When someone comes up to you and calls you the wrong name, what do you do? So let's say hypothetically your name is Megan, okay? And someone calls you Sarah. Wouldn't you say, oh, you must be mistaken. I'm not Sarah, I'm Megan? Right? Why don't you do that with your thoughts? or with your reality. Your thoughts are telling you you're not enough, your person doesn't love you, yada, yada, yada. But like, no, they love me. Of course they do. Correct it. Like you correct someone calling you the wrong name. Tiba. Okay, perfect. I know I've been saying Tiba, Tiba, all types of stuff. Correct your reality and your thoughts like you would correct someone calling you the wrong name. Harsh. Okay, so I watched about no contact in this live. So I should stop doing visualization and manifestation because in the end, I have to assume that I am already with my SP. Did you also see why I don't like the term SP? I talked about that too. And I also have a video on that. It's like the number one mistake you can make with SP or something like that. And I say SP in my titles and on here because that's the only way you guys find me. Okay? But I actually hate the term SP. I hate the term specific person. Because it causes separation, and there is no separation. Harsh Saxena. Zendabad, you are the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to be on here for another 18 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So if you guys have questions and you're just lingering, you can ask them. It's there. I don't want to go over it again, but the video is on my channel. So if you look up the video on the number, like it's like the biggest mistake you can make with SPs. Let me find it. I have a whole playlist on SPs. And I talked about it in this live also. See if I can find it. So on the thumbnail it says stop making this mistake. The simple shift that makes SP manifestation easy. Go watch that. Hi Gardine. Tiba, totally agree. The word SP is keeping me aware that I am trying to get him, trying to manifest. Yeah, you don't try to manifest. I hate that. Try. Do you try to breathe? Do you try for the sun to rise? Do you try for the birds to chirp outside and to fly? Do you try for anything else in your reality? Or does it just happen? I'm going to relate this to weight loss. Is the people that lose weight the fastest and keep it off are the people that don't even try. They just embody that they are now this person that is whatever body they want. Okay? And they lose the weight and they look back and they're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize. Right? Harsh. And do tarot readings work? Because one tarot reader said that no contact will end in 21 days. If you stop watching tarot readings. And I used to be a tarot reader, okay? I have plenty of videos on tarot. Go watch my videos on tarot. Tarot is just you. Everything is you pushed out. Everything is you pushed out. You are giving something outside of you power. You are giving pieces of paper power. Okay? It's a piece of paper. This has no meaning except for the meaning that you give it. Oh no, it's the Three of Swords. Okay? It only has the meaning that you give it. When I used to read tarot, I did not read traditionally. I read based off of what I would see. And it resonated with people. Because you give it meaning. What's your thoughts about God? You are God. Most simple question I've answered today. Zindabad, ma'am, how to manifest specific face features, or if we want to have desired face like celebrity, because I love some actress. See yourself as that now. Simple. Peter, wow, they changed just by you saying the different colors. What do you mean, Peter? Are you like rewind and like commenting in the past? Are you commenting on something that I said before, or are you commenting current? My nose keeps itching. My nose starts itching, especially when I'm supposed to get off. So I'm going to be getting off soon. And of course, that's my assumption. My assumption is that when my nose starts really itching, that it's time for me to go. So I'll be getting off of here in 13 minutes. So if you got questions, say them now or forever hold your peace. I'm just kidding. Until I'm on here next time. Tiba, I have skin condition in my hand I want to not be aware of. It says and say it's gone, but people sometimes talking about it to me or when I see it in the mirror. Okay, that's only the current version of reality that you selected. It's okay. There's a video of mine, and it could be, I'm trying to remember, cancer-free in 6 weeks. Go watch that, because I also talked about curing my migraines. That can help you with that. Eva, dear alchemistic, when our person does STH, something, I'm assuming, something we don't like, we should speak up in 3D or internal conversations, or deny, choose self, internal. Do we overlook bad behavior? So I'm stop, select self. Okay, I get what you were saying though. When our person does something we don't like, do we speak up? It's up to you. There is no right or wrong. This is your reality. This is your experience. You are all that is. Your reality itself. You are God, source, universe, spirit, higher self. You are the holy cow. If you say you're the holy cow and every time you moo, you get what you want. It doesn't matter to me. And I hope you're laughing. Okay? It is whatever you say it is. So if your person does something you don't like and you say straight to their face, I don't like this, you need to change, and come back when you're changed. As long as you stay with that conviction, sure, do that. As long as you know that's what it is, cool, do that. But you can easily have the conversation in your mind too. And then it is done, because everything you are experiencing now. But yeah, I'm stop, select self. So stop. Realize that what you're experiencing is only one version of reality. You're going to select the version of reality that you wish to experience, and then you're going to become the self that is already experiencing it. Stop, select self. I personally don't overlook bad behavior. I just shift to the version that I want. The one that you don't want to experience will always still exist, because creation is already done. Okay? That version will already exist. That version will already exist always. You are simply selecting a different version of experience. That's it. How to talk to someone in their mind? By talking to them right now. Assume that it already is done. Assume you're already talking to them, because everything is now. If you talk to them in your mind, you are talking to them. Mel, when coaches state you need to fix your subconscious, all you really need to do is select the version of you that you want to be. Exactly. See, guys, Mel has been with me for a long time. She knows. She knows what I teach. There is no subconscious programming, past life regression. No. You need to do inner child healing. No. Okay? You don't need to do any of that. You are your subconscious. You're your conscious. You're all of the things at once. It is just you. You don't need to do all these things. Go watch the video I posted today. Pick up thy bed and walk. John 5:5 through 17. Pick up thy bed and walk. Know that you can walk. Okay? He thought he had to get to the troubled water to be healed. He gave every 3D excuse on why he couldn't get to the troubled water, right? People were stepping over him. He had no man to carry him to it. He needed the water to heal him. No. What is that? I have to do SAT scenes every day. I have to do 369 method. I have to do 555 method. No. You don't have to do any of that. And this comes to the time that I've been on here where I get super silly, okay? And I make you guys laugh because this is how fun it should be. And this is my personality. I could bring my son in here and he'll tell you I'm insane. Okay? Alright, Tiba. When I tolerate bad behavior from my boyfriend or say it's because of me that happened, I feel like I'm gaslighting myself, so I prefer to walk away. Okay, then walk away. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's what the universe is saying to you. That's what God is saying to you. Yes. 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 Yes, Queen. Yes. Don't listen to these coaches that tell you if you don't have your manifestation in 2 weeks, you did something wrong, you failed. If you don't affirm this much, you're lazy. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. Did you affirm for the bad things that you have in your reality? Bad things, right? Because there is no good or bad. There just is. Did you sit here and say that you want to be poor? Did you sit here and say that you don't want to have enough? Did you sit here and say that, I don't know, you don't have your person? Did you sit there and script it out? My person hates me. My person blocked me. No. This is why you can shift it instantly. You shift it by being the person that is choosing yourself, prioritizing yourself. Everything outside of you is just you. Sitting here affirming, trying to get your person to conform. They're gonna conform! Is again putting the lipstick on the mirror, wondering why it's not on your lips. Tiba, I just expected it and they happened. Exactly. Exactly. Be it and it happens. Be the self that is experiencing it. It's that easy. Pray, pray. How we manifest things we did not want. By being aware of it? I don't know. You tell me. I'm not you. Everyone's different. K1H, it's been 2 years and I still don't have my manifestation. What should I do? Who told you it's been 2 years? Who said it's been 2 years? I never said that. No one in this chat will tell you it's been 2 years. 2 years for what? Time doesn't exist. You only have now. Have you not been paying attention? Are you not listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? Who says it's been 2 years? Time doesn't exist. You only have now. So every now moment, you're saying it's been 2 years? Okay, yes. It's been 2 years. If your thing happened today, happened right now, would you care that it's been 2 years? No. You wouldn't care. So give it to yourself now. You give the thing to yourself now. Right now you're saying it's been 2 years. Okay, yes. Yes. Whatever you say is yes. Pray, do you think karma exists? Karma is whatever you say it is. If you believe in karma, then karma exists. Yes. Everything in your reality is what you say it is. Everything. If you believe because this is a bad person that they're going to get bad things happen to them, yes. If you believe because this person is good, they're going to have good things happen to them, yes. However, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the I am, there is no good or bad. There just is. This is why the book of Job, he was good and still didn't get everything that he wanted. Because it doesn't matter how good you are if you are not being the identity that has. You are still being the identity that has not. If you demonize money, you're not going to have money. If you say that money is the root of all evil, you're not going to have money. Because you believe it's evil. Right? You think you have to be bad in order to get it. But there is no good or bad. There just is. The only good or bad is what you say it is. It's the value you give it. If you think making $10,000 a year is bad and it's not enough, then okay, it's not enough. It's the value you give it. If you think making $1 million a year is unattainable because it's so much better than what you make, then it's going to be unattainable. It's whatever you say it is. I am whatever you say I am, said Eminem. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Again, this is in everything, guys. Music, movies, the Bible, any religious scriptures. Okay? It's in everything. All things and everything. Why? Because you are all that is, and your reality is trying to show you that. You came here to have a human experience, to experience the duality, to experience yourself, and then to be reminded of your power, to come back to self, to come back to your power as I am. Tiba. So when you say I have it and doubts or fears come, how do you deal with it? I've already answered this. You were here when I answered this. So what did I say earlier, Tiba? What did I say earlier about negative thoughts? What did I say about them? Because I know you heard me. I know you did. Well, what the heck? It just disconnected me and I came back, I guess. All right. My phone is saying it's enough. That's what my phone is saying. My phone is saying, you know what? We've been on here too long. We're getting off. I already answered this. What do you do when negative thoughts come up? I already answered it. K1H just answered you. Yeah. Another way you can think about thoughts that you don't like. Are you a parent? If not, I'm going to go into it. Okay? Doesn't matter. Is any parent will tell you if you have a toddler that is throwing a temper tantrum, the best way you can deal with it is by ignoring them. And eventually, they will stop having the tantrum because they're not getting the attention. So think of the thoughts that you don't want as a toddler having a temper tantrum. Be like, oh, that's so cute. I like to think of it, I like to make it even sillier. Okay? Have you ever seen a panda, like a baby panda, have a temper tantrum? It's hilarious. So I think of my thoughts as a baby panda having a temper tantrum. The ones that I don't want. Oh, it's so cute. Right? You can flip them. You can choose a new thought. All of these are the right answer. Depends on you. Depends on what you want to do. Yeah. Yo. I remember now. Yo. You flip it to what you know is the truth. Exactly. Thought says you're not good enough. Be like, whatever. I'm the best thing that ever happened. What are you talking about? I'm the shit. Alright? I'm the queen bee. Flip it. What do you mean I'm not enough? Okay. If a bum on the street came up to you and said something mean to you, they don't even know you. You'd probably like, whatever, man, you don't even know me, right? Think of the thoughts that way. I can keep going here with analogies. Tiba, thank you. You gave me a whole new perspective. You're welcome. All right, guys. I know I said I would get off, but I'm going to be 10 more minutes. So if you got a question, put it in, and I will try to answer it in 10 minutes. Actually, let me see where my battery is. Yeah, 10 minutes. Pray, can you answer this? What, for example, we really want, but it's not showing up? How it's not happening? Do you really want air to breathe? Or do you just know that you have air to breathe? Do you really want the sun to rise in the morning? Or do you know that the sun is going to rise? Do you really want the phone that is in your hand watching me? Or computer or whatever you're watching me on? Do you want it? Or do you know you already have it? You can't want things you already have. K1H, what should we do when we don't have our manifestation, how we live our lives? I just said this. You guys are asking the same thing in a different question. I just answered this. I just answered it. I literally just did. It's the same thing. And I've answered that question in so many ways throughout this entire live. Like, do you not have air to breathe? Does the sun not rise every morning? Ask yourself that. Mel, don't think of the middle, think of being in the end of already having it. Exactly. Exactly. When you're trying to mess with the middle, you're often trying to think of the how and when. You don't even think about the how and when of things that you already have. Right? Like I'm on an S25 right now. I'm not over here like, how do I have the S25? When will I have the S25? It's literally right in front of my face. The how and when is not up to you. It's just to be the version of you that already has it. The identity, the being. You can't want things you already have. You can't wonder how they're going to get here if you already have them. Harsh. Watch the video. So if I be in the end that I manifested my lover back, should I stop visualization and manifesting? Okay, if you watch my videos, you know I don't even like the word manifesting. Because that indicates that you're creating something. Creation is already finished. You are selecting that reality by being the version of you that already has it. Are you being the version of you that is already with your person if you're asking about it, if you're visualizing it? Did you have to visualize for the sun to rise in the morning? No matter what time it is for you, even if it's nighttime, did you have to do that today? Did you have to affirm that you have oxygen to breathe, or do you already have oxygen to breathe? Just curious. Did you have to script out for the birds to fly and to chirp? Exactly. You already have it. Whatever you say is yes. I want my lover back. Okay, yes, so they're not here. So you need them back. Why would your person come back? Ask yourself that. Why? Why? I like to ask myself why when I want something. Why? And I just keep asking why until it's just there. Pray. How could we have free will for others, but no one have free will for us? Because you are the God of your world, your reality. Every individual is the God of their own reality, their own perspective, their own experience. You are the God of yours. So they have free will in their experience, but not in yours. You have free will in your experience, but not in mine. Does that make sense? Harsh. She won't because she's already present. Exactly. When it comes to a specific person, when it comes to a lover, when it comes to a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, lover, whatever, they can only prioritize you and choose you if you are doing that to yourself. So ask yourself, if you're asking about this person, are you choosing yourself? Are you prioritizing yourself? Are you respecting yourself? Are you loving yourself? I have a whole video on love languages, okay? On using your love language to manifest love. Do it for yourself. I have a client that loves words of affirmation. I had her write herself a love letter. She was like, are you crazy? No, it's because it's your love language, so do it. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you love on yourself? Why wouldn't you write yourself a love letter? Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you take yourself on a date? Why wouldn't you hug yourself? Why wouldn't you look at yourself in the mirror and talk about how beautiful or handsome you are? Why wouldn't you do that? Hi, Thera. Thera, you're coming in like late, girl. I'm about to get off of here. Thera, if you have a question, I'll answer it, but I'm getting off of here in like a few minutes. I've already been on here like over 2 hours. Gardine, it makes sense. Yes, of course it does. I simplify the crap out of all this stuff because you guys have been told you have to do this. Buy my program so that I can teach you how to do the affirmations. You don't need to know how to do it. You just need to know that you are. Mel, yep, just have fun with your inner conversations. Exactly. Thera missed all the fun. Thera has got to watch my entire live over again so she can join in on the fun and the chaos that is me. You must buy my inner child healing or you're not good enough for your thing. It's all BS. It's alright, Thera. Girl, you know I always announce when I'm coming on here. You have to do all the Reiki healings or you're not going to get your thing. Giving your power away. Yeah, shoot. What's your question? Thera is another one that has been with me for a while, guys. I got a lot of newbies in my chat today, Thera. And they're not used to my chaos. They are now. I think some of the people that are in my chat are like, what the heck is this lady talking about? Thera, during the SP course, I'm finding it challenging some days and reverting to old beliefs, like I get overwhelmed, okay? And tell me where you're at in the course that you're getting overwhelmed. And guys, my SP course, the first 7 days is self-concept. Oh, wonder why? Especially the 3D still being the same. How would you go about addressing this? I've talked about this a lot in this live, so I would definitely recommend rewatching this live. But let's go ahead and address this. So you said during the course, I'm finding it challenging some days and reverting to old beliefs. Like I get overwhelmed, especially the 3D still being the same. How would you go about this? And you're on day 8. Okay, perfect. Realize that your 3D is just one selection of reality. Didn't I go over that in the course? Realize that it's just one selection of reality. It's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to have your emotions and your feelings. Sit with those feelings. It's part of being human. And then realize you are not your feelings. You are not your thoughts. And then you're going to select the new reality that you want to experience, and you're going to give that reality to yourself. Like your question is already answered in the course. JJC, I appreciate that. And yeah, you're late. JJC was off with his person. JJC was busy. JJC was busy with his amazing reality. Okay. Thera, and I know it, but I feel like I'm failing because I'm monitoring myself and thoughts like a prisoner. Why are you doing that? And see, I talked about that in this live too. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just there. You don't need to sit there and control them. Your thoughts don't manifest, you do. Your thoughts do not manifest. Who you are being and your identity is what manifests. And manifestation is just selection. You already know this. It's selecting the new reality. JJC, I was at the gym doing what I love, having nice interactions with nice people. Love it. I'm working out later. I haven't worked out in a few days. I was fasting yesterday so that I could go into deep meditation. I do that sometimes, guys. So I haven't worked out in a few days. Pray. If we are everything, we are demons as well. If you believe in demons, yes. See? Yes. Whatever you say it is. I am whatever you say I am. If you believe in demons, then yes, they exist. If you don't believe them, then no, they don't exist. You ever notice that people that don't believe in those things, they don't affect them? Wonder why? We can talk about the virus that affected everybody in 2020 to 2024. It didn't affect me. Why? Because I didn't care. I didn't pay any attention. I never had the virus, and I never had the thing. Right? Never had it. JJC, the level of magnetism I have right now is crazy. Women are like starstruck seeing me. I'm fasting today too. My goal is 3 days to start something longer. Have you ever fasted before? Because if you're going straight into a 72-hour fast, good luck to you. Farah, I'm trying to be perfect and have no emotion relapses, but I know, girl. You came here to have a human experience that involves emotions and feelings. You are supposed to feel all the feelings. It's okay to feel the feels. I'm just saying. It's okay to feel the feelings. Why are you trying to suppress them? Farah, oh yeah, I already answered that. Never mind. Pray. They don't affect me, but I believe they do. I believe in them. Okay, if you believe them, yes. Hi, Justin's Reality. JJC, I've practiced fasting for almost 5 years. It helped me lose 100 pounds once. I actually have been building my bandwidth up recently by doing 18 and 25-hour fast. Perfect. Pray. I also used to fast 2 days a week, but now I can't without coffee. My head hurts if I don't have my coffee in the morning. Pray, have you tried fasting with electrolytes? Put electrolytes in your water. JJC, I let the old story suck me in and gain some of it back, though, but now it's deeper than weight loss. It's spiritual. Yeah, when I fast now, it's not really for weight loss. It's just so I can go deeper into meditation. My goodness, I can't talk today. All right, Tiba, you're so cute. I just love when you when you're being sarcastic. Listen, I've had people compare me to Ryan Reynolds, and it's funny because I cosplay as Deadpool. So when I'm in cosplay, people think I'm in character, and my friends will be like, no, that's just her. Thera, because I'm scared, I'm identifying with the old reality when I feel too much. That's what's worrying me, identity. You're saying that, though. You are saying that. No one else is saying that but you. You are whatever you say you are. For who do you say I am? This has been a crazy live. It's been long. I've been on here for 2 hours and 20 something minutes, I think. It's been long as hell. What the hell? Anyway, it's been long. I don't mind, but yeah, guys, you need to rewatch it, Thera, so you can join in my chaos. You can join in the silliness. I went over so much. I went over so many questions. A lot of the same questions. But that's okay. But yeah, the first 7 days, if you're struggling with day 8, go back through and do 1 through 7 again. Pray. I'm gonna guess you said OMG, oh my God. You helping so many people, you deserve money miracles. I have money miracles every day. I manifest money out of thin air. I just talked about that earlier. How I got a check in the mail just because I said I was going to. That I didn't expect. I didn't know how it was going to come. I just knew it would. Roger Rabbit. Anyway. Thank you so much for your time and support. See, guys, my mind is chaotic. Like, this is chaos all the freaking time, but I love it. I wouldn't change it. People have asked me, why don't you change your neurodiversity? It's like, why should I? Why? JGC, we're on a new level now. Always on a new level. When are we not? Yeah, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I have been on here forever and ever. JJC, I really appreciate you making content cater to neurodiverse people. Yeah, it's not out there, is it? And I'm ASD1 with ADHD. I had to figure all this stuff out on my own. It took me years. I don't want it to take years for people. So, and yeah, I know, I'm aware that it took years, and I'm reiterating that, but I do it for a reason. And I've had people tell me, well, why don't you just revise it and make yourself not neurodivergent? Like, why would I do that? My brain works differently. Therefore, I can see things differently. Therefore, I can explain things differently. Therefore, I can take one person's situation and see it at all angles. And I coach them that way. So why would I change that? Oftentimes when people get coaching with me, they tell me, I've never heard this perspective before. Don't say that you are perfect. Why wouldn't I say that I'm perfect? I am perfect. What are you talking about? See, I don't give anything bad meaning. You might be giving something I said bad meaning. I don't. Don't listen to doctors. What doctors? They did forget a comma. It's okay. I corrected it. And see, guys, when you asked me about your thoughts earlier, this is how you adjust your thoughts. I have so many people that come on here and say, why do you wear a mask? That mask looks ridiculous. I instantly change it in my mind to that mask is ridiculously beautiful. And I respond as if that's what they said to me. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm going to continue wearing it. And what happens? Either their comment changes or they delete their comment. JJC, I knew it was meant to be when I found you at 3 a.m. one night. The mask is hot. So I do what I want to do. I don't care what people think. I do what I want to do. Those that resonate with me. Those that don't, they don't. I've had people tell me, oh, I don't want to watch you because of the mask. Okay, great. There's lots of other coaches for you to watch. Bye. Okay. Have fun with that. Anyway, guys, I can sit here and talk forever, like ever. That's what happens. I'm getting off of here. Those that joins me late, because I know a lot of you guys joined me late, rewatch this live if you'd like. I answered a lot of questions, a lot of the questions that you guys keep asking. And I will see you guys next time. I always announce on my community tab when I'm going live. So if you ever wonder, sometimes I go live on Saturday, sometimes I go live on Sunday. It varies. So I always announce it on my community tab when I'm coming on. JJC, I'd rather watch someone real like you over some nerd on a resort with a man bun. Not the man bun. Okay. Thank you for your wisdom and time. Of course, Eva. So I'm getting off of here. I already know you guys are going to have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching me. I know some of you are on the other side of the world and in a 12-hour difference. So it's what? 6:27 a.m. your time? But regardless of when you're watching me, day or night, I know you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that that's the case for you. Take care.